Let Century Management Solutions get you to your next medical appointment. They specialize in non-emergency medical transportation, connecting patients to care, safety, reliability, and on time. Their advanced technology platform seamlessly coordinates patients, healthcare providers, insurers, and transportation partners all in one powerful network. With over 200 trusted transportation providers, they deliver scalable solutions backed by real-time tracking and complete transparency. Go to SENTRYMS.com.
Excuse me! Taxi! What are you doing?
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Well, President Trump says he is watching closely what's happening with Iran, and this comes as Pete Hegseth says the U.S. is standing by locked and loaded. So far, nothing presented from Iran has been acceptable. So where's this headed? Well, let's go to the great former Deputy National Security Advisor under President Trump, KT McFarland. KT, where do you see this? Because it seems like, President Trump seems to think, okay, they haven't presented anything of any note. They're still doing these little boats that are trying to attack our ships. But it seems like he doesn't want this to last forever in this kind of holding pattern.
Yeah, he's probably got two options right now. He could continue to squeeze them economically with Operation Economic Fury to the point where probably within 10 days, the Iranian oil industry collapses because the wells will flood, they'll back up, the pipelines will back up. Iran is getting no income from any oil exports. So as a result of that, their government doesn't have any income and they're not paying their people. So the military, the IRGC, isn't getting paid. So President Trump can let this play out for another week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or he could take military action and just shake things up. Either way, I think the Iranian leadership is in for a really rude awakening. They are not winning this war. Their options get worse by the day. And so hopefully somebody in Iran decides to make a deal.
KT, this is a tough deal either way. And President Trump, I'm sure, doesn't want to create any more havoc and doesn't want to create any more unless he has to. But is there anybody in Iran that could make a deal? I mean, that's the problem.
We don't know. I mean, this is the problem. Who is the leadership? Well, we've killed most of this first-tier, second-tier leadership. Their leadership is clearly fractured because on one hand, the foreign minister will come out and say one thing, and then 50 minutes later, the military is doing something else. They're not talking to each other. They're probably in themselves is chaotic. They don't know who's in charge. The guy who's got the job, the top two guys before him, they've been killed. And so the guy is saying nobody's meeting in a room with more than one or two people, and they know that room
nobody wants to volunteer to say I'm in charge.
That's right. Nobody's issuing insurance on those key man insurance on those lives. Yeah, nobody. I mean, who's in charge? We don't know, but hopefully. And I've got to assume that the brilliance of the planning and execution of this so far were military fury and then economic fury. I've got to assume that we, the United States, we, Israel, we, the United Arab Emirates, particularly, we've identified who in either the current leadership or the potential second and third tier of the leadership are people that we can work with.
Meanwhile, KT, we have there's a few shortages of jet fuel, etc., in Europe and in those areas. America has no shortages at all, and I don't know why we're charging $100 a barrel for WTI and Brent is 105, 110. These companies are making $1 zillion.
And you know what really is so maddening, John? I mean, the point is, this is a maritime trade route that isn't ours. It's not our ships that are going through. It's not our oil. It's not our fertilizer. It's not our trade. It's the Europeans, the Middle East, and Asia. Where are the Asians? They're not stepping up. Where are the Europeans? No, they say, well, they'll come in maybe later if everything is settled down. They don't want to have to take any chances. And yet they're willing to have their own economies suffer because they don't have the guts to do anything.
Absolutely. And NATO, I've talked to a few people. They think NATO is going to fall apart one of these days. Because
there'll be a reckoning.
America is spending $1 trillion a year, $980 billion. And the next one is Germany at $68 billion. 98 billion on Germany, 56, 58, or 60 on France. Chump change. They have to pay their fair share.
And they can afford it. This is one of the most frustrating things. The first week of President Trump's presidency in the first term, the German Chancellor Merkel called him and said, "Congratulations on winning. What are you going to do about Ukraine?" And he said, "Well, wait a minute. What are you going to do about Ukraine? It's your neighbor. And by the way, you're giving your own taxpayers refunds rather than spend that money on defense. You expect us to do everything for you." And so I think that after this Iran war is over, and I think it'll be over, before the 4th of July, certainly before election time, that there'll be a real reckoning. Let's have a conversation, a serious conversation with our so-called NATO allies.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that will be an interesting conversation. I'd love to be a fly on the wall on that one. KT, thank you very much. Great to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you. We love you.
Thanks, KT. Thank you.
The Marine Toys for Tots foster care program is bringing hope to children who need it most. Every 2 minutes, a child enters foster care, often with only a small bag of belongings. More than 400,000 children face trauma and uncertainty, many before age 8. This May, during Foster Care Awareness Month, Toys for Tots is creating Room for Joy. In 2025, nearly 375,000 children received comfort through toys, books, and essentials, reminding them they are not alone. Donate now and change a child's life.